Hello and welcome. Right now, I'm going to enjoy this. Do I? I think we'll do it live. We won't do it time lapse for once because it shouldn't take me long really to whiz over this field. And it's yeah, but we do really want to be taking that out of the way. Definitely. Trying to think the best displays for him is probably the impromptu farmyard that we've got. It's yeah, it's I can't remember the modder's name either. Whether it's a first-time map or I'm not sure. It's some beautiful detailing. Yeah, and I don't care if it's his 60th. I'm not having a go either. What I'm saying is, yeah. There's some quite huge sort of errors with it, but it's also very, very beautiful too. So, yeah, I shall enjoy using this beautiful thing. The second biggest machine in the game. Biggest as was, yeah, for a long, long time. This ruled as king, but it still is the queen. Yeah, no, it is. It's still a beautiful thing, really. Thoroughly enjoy using. Obviously, we've got the BI. We've stolen the Condé Endurance. No, we've not stolen at all. No, we have a very similar device that looks almost identical to Condé Endurance, but it definitely has the BI Industry label all over it, and it's almost the same. In real life, I would be slapped in, I would be in prison. It's no doubt for like stealing the thing, but obviously, in modding terms, it's allowed. In fact, it's even applauded in a way. So yes, I'm not doing anything wrong. I keep telling myself this. No, it is true. Yeah, it is. It is quite funny when you consider what you do. Like you grab a design which in real life would actually be highly illegal, but yeah, in Farming Simulator is the norm for modders to actually do that type of thing. So yeah, right. There's a little tiny bit there. That's now I need to do this the bit in the middle. Yeah, it's such a wide. Yeah, this is the bit that I always find a bit of a challenge. Actually, it's quite wider than you think. You can almost do a run in the middle. It's that big. Yeah, I think you could actually. Yeah, wow. It might be big, but the field's bigger. But it is it is a beautiful size actually. I was quite pleased with this. Are you gonna switch off at some point? And like, I think I clicked it twice. I think one of those. Oh no! Actually, no. I'm glad. No. My bad. I forgot about this little bit. I'm glad we did actually make a bit of a mistake. Yeah. Now that bit there is gonna have to remain untouched because it is a bit tricky to get there. So we use 10%, so 9 goes of this for whatever we paid. I didn't actually look, but I think it was about 18 grand, so quite a lot really. but not if you consider we've got 10 more goes at that. That's 1,800 or something like that a go, which I would imagine it would be quite an expensive thing to actually do with those. I think we've just used about a tub, haven't we? A tub and a bit, which, yeah, I would say that's probably about right. So there we go. That's that over and done with. It is April. We bought another field really, but we have got to be careful because obviously we're very, very limited on productions. So we're going to follow our pattern, which is to go through till 3 o'clock because we can only literally watch the grass grow. Quite literally. Now we have actually got a couple of things that we're buying, which can happen on the hour at any time, but then often doesn't. So yeah, it might be days away. I would go to 4 then, I think, being as we missed 3 by a mile. So then, oh, that's come back again. Oh, now that is useful. Oh wow. Oh, and so was that the one we ordered? We did order one, didn't? And so that's strange. So it did get what we wanted because all 3 of those. Now I'm not sure if we did order that. Okay, well that we're not going to do anyway. And that we're definitely going to... That's a brilliant price. It's brilliant anyway. Yeah, it is. I was going to say it's a cracking price. So 40,797 for a harvester. So we haven't got any worries about the little one anymore. So we ought to ignore... Yeah, we do want the... That's the entire... One of the entire reasons we actually bought this. I think the colour... We're going to go for Massey. Yeah, I think it's highly appropriate that we do. And now we're going to buy that too. And that also, within our rules, is allowed. But I'm happy, quite happy with the Red Rock. Yeah, I am actually. Do we buy the Bremer for once? Oh, no, haven't we? No, we bought ours. Yeah, I'm going to say, no, we have actually got one. We do not need the Bremer, but we can now safely get rid of the little Massey. We're like passing the baton. Oh, now then, we never thought about that, did we? No, we didn't. Can we go down any more than that? We're sort of going down ever so slowly, but I'm not sure we're getting through there anytime soon. So we might have to sell this at a loss. Yeah, that was the only other option I could have gone with that I was sort of like trying to hint at, was the fact that, well, you could sell it at a loss direct, because I think this is not going any lower than that. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can go in backwards. I suppose we will get in quite a long way, if that, I think it's... Huh? Seriously? What are we hitting? A collision. We're hitting a collision. As a modder, I should know this, really. So let's... Yeah, there is a bit of a collision somewhere that is stopping us, so... Is that enough? I doubt it. We never know until we actually... Oh, I don't know. It's a little bit close, though, for comfort, that. That would have been a serious loss of cash. So we did want to ignore the do we keep it? Do we keep it for a bit of, like... Yeah, I might have a buzz with it, actually. Let's face it, we're not going to make a fortune from it, no matter what we do. Right, that... And we also need to, right, which it's already got its transport wheels out. Which we're going to need to sort of like push a little because it's in the wrong place. Oh, okay. Oh, what's that about? Ah, we had this before, didn't we? Where it went into the ground. Yes. No, I did actually. That's true. I had to reset it. Yeah, we're going to have to do it again. Yeah, this is a dodgy header, and it's a Giants one as well. If this doesn't show the Giants are not on their A game, if I was a modder and I did this, I'd be hammered. Hammered. I've been hammered for things that weren't even a fault. But that's definitely a fault. Oh, dear me. Oh, Whitley, right, okay. Well, that was my fault. Yeah, no room at the... Well, not really. Now, in my defense, the game is supposed to work out whether or not it has got space to spawn. And if it's not got space to spawn, it really shouldn't spawn. It is that simple. I'm not taking the rap for that. That's Giants. Right, so I would imagine the real thing is you're supposed to like go in front of those bars. Right, I don't think we've got any tractors up here. We have, of course, got the telehandler that has a 3-point link, though. So really, there's no excuse for like grabbing that. And we'll reset it again because, and I'm not having a go. No, I've got to be honest. I mean, it's obviously weird length things. I mean, it is a flaw. It is obviously that the game isn't correctly doing it, and that I'm not taking that back because it's true. But I'm not having a go. It is Giants on the whole. it appears that they are human, and we must remember this. Yeah, and yeah, you have been used a lot, and I suppose really, I keep moaning about using the, you know, like this, but I think, well, yeah, but you use it. It's it's your fault. So really, I suppose no, yeah, it really, in real terms, it would be the shops, Teleandra, and they would cover the things. But you know, also I'm acknowledging the fact that as well, it is like we are the ones using it too. So, right, let's try resetting that again, and hopefully this time there's definitely plenty of room for that to choose to go in. Oh, it's still wandering though, so it does make you wonder. It is in the ground again. Wow, it is. I had this problem with it a few times. Yeah, I mean, look, that's a proper reset, and it did this before. I had to. That's what I had to do. And no, but it makes you go really weird, as in, like, yeah. Oh, you know, there was no need for that. It will not come out either. You've got to like cheat, and even that, it'll like send the harvester sort of high in the ground, high in the air. Now, let's just save the game. I don't want to be losing this lot. Having the ultimate respect for the game engine over the years of losses many times. I'm not willing to lose these goods, even though they're slightly faulty. What I'm trying to do is going to like tell that to unfold, and then it should go away. Should. Yeah. Wow. Now then, let's try to unfold. Now it's in the air. That might work. Yeah. See, it's slightly faulty, but see, there are ways for us to trick the system. Now we need to repair this. With all this excitement, the Massey never got repaired. The big Massey. Did we repair the little Massey? Oh, wow. Oh, so it does give you a tiny wee... that's because that model hasn't got any collisions there. That's the only reason that got through. Yeah, that's... Well, you could say it, my bad. But you could say it wouldn't have got through had it got collisions. So, yeah. I'm sort of happy in a way that those collisions are not there, because we would have not got through had it had collisions. It is something I did mean to do, but I've got to be honest, other than doing that, there's quite a few models, even some sheds as well, don't have collisions on the roof. So, yeah, the bits where the modeler, the modder knows you're going to like go, there will be collisions on there. But it does vary from model to model as well. Each modder has their own idea of like what is right and wrong. Right, so then we need to really come and grab some of this stuff, and there is no store deliveries at present, so it's oh, this is gonna, yeah, now this has got a really bad swing space. So even though I've gone as wide as I can, it's gonna clang on that post and pull it around. Yeah, as I just said. Yeah, you didn't need to like make me look that bad though. Oh, come on. It's literally stuck in the... Do you know, this game, it's very challenging at times, is it not? We'll leave the other harvester down here. In a way, I wish I'd have left this one down here, because, like, yeah, it's sort of stuck in that post a bit. I did notice it was the... There, we'll assist. There, that should be all right now. And we're not coming with you, so it's tough. You're on your own merit as a driver now. Any faults are all yours. And I have noticed it's a very... I would hate this to be Calmsden, where there's vehicles coming down here, because I tell you, there's nowhere to go. So Wernolau, single track roads, like Calmsden, only even narrower. Look at the amount of grass there is on that right hand side. It's a little bit tight. There's no room for anybody else other than me coming down this road. This is similar to another map that I went on. If it may be for realism, but how would I get into that gate on there? Was it? Oh, it was an Irish map, wasn't it? That I got set a challenge by Marty, and there were so many gates like that, and I'm like, I mean, this is a starter harvester. You've got to throw the header over the. In fact, yeah, let's just try this. Will the gate open with it not being my fields? Now that is the question. Now, bear in mind, we're not supposed to be going. Now, that's a double gate. Now, that is sensible. That one is doable. A single one, and it is crop. Let's have a go. Yeah, and we would leave the header for a telehandler to throw over the thing because there's just no way that's going around that corner anytime soon. Now, this I don't think is. There's no room for anything other than the. Now, the Evian was the harvester given to us, so. Wow, this is actually more challenging than you think. You're right, you're going to have to, like, faff around for ages. Whoa. Okay, without opening the gate behind, no, I think we can do it just. But it's like you're inching. Should you inch on a map like this with a starter harvester? Hmm. Yeah, now, Oxygen David, when you did have something like this on Calmsden, he did like those gates that are at an angle. Now, it may be that the realism of this is, like, this is based on a real area. If it is, this has got to be a grass field. It's got to be. Because there's no way it can be anything else. Yeah, I mean, I don't know of like how you get harvested unless it's on the internals. Now, yeah, now that one that I'm talking about, that map didn't have internal gateways. So if this has got internals, then this map maker's thought about it. If it hasn't, then I'm naming and shaming. Right, it appears that little narrow gateway is the only way into that field. So I rest my case. No more needs to be said. The one on the left, perfectly well. This is a map for choosing your fields wisely and your equipment terribly wisely, or doing what I would normally do in this situation, which is to have the field next door and to build a bit of a land bridge. That's also doable. Yeah, you'd have to resort. I mean, I've noticed these open gateways. They're perfectly good, but that's not. Are we gonna? That is the point. Actually, do we do this, or do we like just go down the road? Yeah, I think we do. Now this is a little bit wider. Yeah. Now it narrows a bit, but then I've got to be honest, if anyone coming from England or Great Britain for that matter would definitely agree that we do have roads like this. The B roads in Great Britain are a little bit scary. And I can never understand the speed limit on the B roads, really, where you could go, is it 50 or 60 miles? 60, I think, down these little single track things. At a time when we got to do 20 mile an hour in a residential area, we're allowed to breakneck speeds down these little tiny single lanes, which is sort of like, knock yourself out then. It's never been changed. Trust me, on a lot of these roads, there's a few real corkers. Trying to think, one of the worst roads that I know of is in Ully, near Sheffield. The back road where the scrap man is. Oh my life! If you go from Ully up to, is it not Aston or that back road? Anybody who's watching the channel would know. Like, yeah, he is not kidding. That is an absolute. There are places where there's just nowhere to go, and you're going to have to reverse. One of you is going to have to reverse about 30 to 50 yards, not feet. No, a bit further yet. No, it's not. It's just this one. You see, now that is a beautiful gateway that you're not going to get any complaints from. Now, the main farmyard has been thought of a lot, so be careful on what fields you choose. Yeah, now this is beautiful all around it. Yeah, now the fields all around here have been given a great amount of thought. Full stop. Right, fantastic. Oh, we do need to go down the store, though. Or do we need to go down the store? I think we need to go through till May morning, personally. Have we? What else have we asked for? I mean, we are spending money like water. Have we sold? Have we? No, we were buying all of that for ourselves, weren't we? Yeah, we were. If I can actually see where the shop is, I think we'd sold everything we needed to sell. Yeah, everything else was for us. We literally was a bit of a mad rush of things for us. Obviously the 18.2 meters, and then a harvester header, all of that. It all added up. We just lost 100 odd grand, even with the buying and selling. So I think we've got enough trailers now, though. Got three cracking trailers. Right, so let's go through till the morrow, and it is indeed 8 o'clock, and we shall see what we shall see. I'm thoroughly enjoying my time on, I will call it the Alps, but aka Erlingrat, loving it. I do one of my absolute all-time favorite Giants maps. Yeah, there's probably one of the few that I've got, to be honest. I've done multiple. Oh, now this is going to do as Brad, is it not? Fen Armadillo. Now that would be useful. It would. We don't need a sprayer, but we could sell it. Ooh. This is the one that Mr. CDP always used to favour. It's a good price, isn't it? But you've just been down those narrow lanes. Are you honestly contemplating? I don't even know you get out the gate. In my defence, I think that's definitely true. So this is true. We can actually. Oh, we might actually be able to do this. We might actually be able to do this with the sale of all of the bigger items. It might just about end to be able to afford the 252, but we might have to sacrifice the Fendt to do it. Yeah, which that I'm not happy about. We could really do with that, to be honest. We can sacrifice all the tractors, but oh, now then, is this? Oh, it's quite a small. Yeah, it is a bit of a small gateway, really. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps the mapper was not thinking about me doing that, but he did at least give it a fairly generous grab. So I think if you're in by a few feet, you're all right. So 243, will we do it? We can buy that as well, and we can also buy that too. So we've got a slight chance of doing this. Interesting colour. I mean it as well. Yeah, we don't know. Someone else can put narratives on it, not us. We've got one, a much beautifuler one than that. No, that's yeah. There's no need for that kind of comment, is there really? I don't mean it in a nasty way. Now we can, having done this a few times, in trying to speed up the shot bit because it gets a bit repetitive for everybody, but nevertheless is. I suppose that you could also say that so is baling a bit repetitive and all the rest of it. So really, yeah, it is a bit repetitive, but I am trying my best to make this so it's not too much that it's quick. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, it's not liking that. Okay, we need to like center of gravity shift. Do love challenging the physics though. It is really nice. Because it's as a human being. I obviously first started to do it with upturning telehandlers and things like that, and tractors, and then I got quite an interest in physics. So we're up to 256. Now then, that is interesting. Oh, we can just do it. Now, only if it's not fibbing and it has actually telling the truth about its options. Oh, did that have a front 3-point link? Oh, no, back. No. I was going to say that would be a rare one with that at the front on a giant beast like this. I don't think it will have difficulty going through, but you never know. Some of these monsters can be quite high as well. Hoping that that's not the case in this particular instance. Right, okay then. So we're still waiting for the 4 meter header on that little harvester. We have asked for it. Ooh, now that was a good selling day, was it not? I think that was no. It wasn't really, because we're gonna blow a shed. Oh, it's a 511 as well that you actually get, and it is now. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit with it actually. Yeah, because it is. Although it is cheaper than the real fence, but this is an older model. Now then, that seriously has like knocked us on our backside. So how are we doing on our BJ and everything? Like, what is the grass like doing? So the silage has gone across. Digestate. Oh, it has done a lot actually. There's still plenty of grass and quite a lot of digestate in that one. Water, we could do with a bit of a water run. Let's just go and set that going now. That is struggling somewhat. We could do with, yeah, it's weird. I was talking about a field tractor. No, sorry, a yard tractor as I call it, which is true. But this is stuck on this hill, incapable of like dragging that up there because it's like 30 odd tons of water. Yeah, so it's struggling somewhat because this is a not the standard load. And also, well, no, the liquid tank is damaged. But yeah, this is quite a struggle for it. And it is only 90 horsepower. We haven't upgraded it yet. I do intend on it being 200 horses, but that is a valiant battle. I think it's going to win it. I do. We'll wait here all day. We will. We're going to give you your time because I think you've got this sorted. I think you're going to master it. 90 horses, poor brakes, but still a heart of a lion. Yeah, I do love showing the little battles like that. The tractor's got like that. Oh, he says, it's... I've chosen a bit of a... oh, it is a bit, actually, a bit nasty down here, isn't it? Let's assisted little, because that is a bit unfair. You actually won that battle, and then, like, I gave you another battle, so let's just, like, you know, just gradually adjust that back at our cost. Yeah, we will. Oh, my life. That is a bit... need to level that from there like that, I think. And then soften, very small softens, just so as it doesn't actually... take that away. I don't know how we're going to do that. Because that's got to come over here. Oh, we're leveling. I was going to say that doesn't seem... I'm sure that's not the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, it was that bit there. I was thinking, why is that not actually doing anything? Right, let's make that a bit bigger. Right, let's try that again. We can see the difference it's made, though. Look at the wheels on that. Right, so let's try again, shall we? This time with no tripping from the actual map. Yeah, we do need to repair this as well. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put another repair, but this is the main farmyard after all. We're going to put another one somewhere. Do we do it? I think over there, just on the edge of the field as they come through the gate, because that really is the place that, yeah, so that's battling. Stick one down and we will repair this in a moment. Yeah, I think just on the edge of our field, which should be the edge of our field as well. So sheds, tools. Huh? It'll be the skirt of it. That's what it'll be. Wow. So that is about as good as it gets. It's not going to like that. That may be all right. Yeah, we might get away with that. I'm not sure. Now that might actually. Let's just give it a proper chance. Let's sell that again. Because I think it's not going to like that, how unlevel that is. Yeah, let's try again. Now it's a little bit more level. It's unfair to trip things up, isn't it, when... Huh? Well, you were zoned by us a minute ago. It's obviously on the edge. Right, okay. So we've obviously filled that. Let's let that go for a minute and go through. Oh, no, it's that we want. So we could sort of cheat a little because it should see us and what we're carrying. Yeah, it's a trick that I didn't realize was legit until a little while ago. Obviously, you know, you're towing it, so it does get seen by things most of the time. Repair, yes. Yeah, that's all that needed repairing. Fantastic. So that will finish off the grass and digestate. It is May. Our grass should be growth stage 1. It should, no, does it still say we don't need to lime? Ooh, beautifully fertilized. It definitely does say we don't need to lime. So that way, fantastic. Let's go across. So let's literally go and watch the grass grow. Yeah, this was quite a nice little find, actually. I was quite chuffed with this for little field. I mean, that's good as well. We could go for both, but I think in time we may actually go for this. Yeah, this actual farmyard, and we shall see what the damage we can do, whether we're allowed to like sell things or not. I think not. I think it's part of the furniture. I think it's a bit like a lot of mappers choose that particular method. Oh, I like the grass. Even growth stage 1, it's actually quite nice. So let's go through till 3 o'clock, where we really need to recoup our losses because we've spent an awful lot of cash. Oh, and of course, every single time that your cash is low, you will get. Oh, no, that's not going to kill us. No, that's not. I do see it. Yes, typical. Right, so that's for the. Yeah, in my defense, it has never ever been silver. Ever in that model, it's always been black, Giant's own colors. And then one time, no, actually, that model has always been black. Always. I've never even tried to put anything fancy on it. It's got the black plastic, and it's taken directly from Giant's own texture files. So there's no excuse for them forgetting that it's like that at all. Yeah, I have no idea what that is about. Let's go through till 3 o'clock. It's going to make the grass grow a little bit faster, which is quite happy with that. We shall see what we see. I do like this fluid nature of the story. It actually does really make it something special. Wow, is that not typical? Yeah, we can't afford another one, though. We really can't. Yeah, I was going to say the other thing is some of them have hidden options, like this one that says, yeah, it's that power thing. That's the cheapest. If we go for it and I lose money, it's on my head be it. You do sometimes. Some of these you win and some you really don't. So we might just break even. I'm going to try it because, yeah. Some that Giants have done, it actually does take it into consideration. Yeah, but others by modders, like DD Mod Passion. I'm not having a go here now, because DD Mod Passion was not in any way, shape, or form actually ever thinking about you down at the store doing this type of thing. So, yeah, I'm not having a go. So, yeah, this is... Are we going to, like, break even, take a loss, or make a bit of profit? And it does vary. I'm trying to get in my brain fixed on which ones are bad. DD Mod Passions is sometimes good. So we made about 8 grand. So not a lot, but it's still in the right direction. It's not enough, though, to win that. No, and this is not going to give us enough either. It's going to give us between 7 and 12 grand. I'm still debating whether or not it actually is a fixed amount or varies a little. Yeah, because when I first did it, I thought it was about 15%, but most of the time it's 10-ish. But I can't quite work it out. I'd have to get a calculator out on each one and actually work it out, which I could do in editing one time. Now, this is tall. I'm hoping that this is not a mistake. Ooh, no, it's allowed. Yeah, valiant effort. Back up to 200 grand. No, I'm not. That's all right. I had a thought about the fence. We are not selling the fence. It's too valuable. It is. I don't care. I'd sooner lose 22,000 than I would to lose the fence. There's sometimes I'm going to dig my heels in. So let's go through till the morning. That was the last one, wasn't it? It was, I'm sure, yeah. Other than obviously the Scorpion King, grass cutters. We're doing well for grass. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that starter set actually. Of course, if we got the one from Hispano, my favourite black and red sets, then I would gladly accept that. I'm just switching my other laptop off. It's just finished creating the 2 videos from the Alps earlier. Right, okay, apologies. I'm just literally shutting that PC down because it works hard enough and I'm trying to look after it. Yeah, I've actually got 2 monitors now. It's beautiful. Yes. My wife may think that I did it for the fact that I've got a second monitor, but I didn't. I treated her to a nice big TV in the main lounge because she enjoys a TV, and I thought, well, this was a really reasonable priced sort of TV, and I thought she deserves it. Like, just treat her to that TV. So I did, and then I was going to put the TV in the attic as a spare, and I thought, you could stick that on with a bit of effort. That could go on my desk, and they could have 2 machines. Well, again, they're not all going to be always on at the same time. And I thought, you've got a point there. So I can honestly say it was only at that point that I actually thought about it. Ooh. Now then, there's a few bits and bobs. Not anything groundbreaking. Oh, there is actually. You're telling a fib. I missed him. The Roper mouse. Literally pronounced like that, looking at the picture of the mouse as well. I always wonder if it was the yeah. No, I've always thought it was the mouse. It just, see, to me, my English brain suggests that that's the way that it's. Yeah, I've never ever wanted to pronounce that in any other way than mouse. But I now I see the mouse, which I in my defense, I've got to be honest, I'm one of the most imperceptive people that you'll ever meet. I am really terrible. It can be right in front of my eyes and I will not see it, including when your missus told you to look for something in the cupboard and I'll say, it's not there. And she'll go, yes, it is. What's that then? It's true. And you'll think, yeah, it is there. I see it now that you've actually pointed this out. But until that time, I didn't. Now then, so there's the RQ-SAN. Now, we asked for the bigger one, didn't we? We've actually got that on order. So now the brand would be useful. Once we're in the confines of our thing, I think we'll be all right. Now, the Valmet, I like that a lot. No, we don't want that. Do we treat ourselves to this for a change? No, because this is not the G866 one, is it? This is the Giants. Yeah, so no. If it was the G866 modded one, maybe that would have been a good option, but it's not, so. Yeah, so we're still waiting on the Anderson, which may or may not have been lost. Yeah, you can't always guarantee that your searches come up with results. There is that 2% chance, which is a computer calculating, so it can be sometimes a bit of a beast. It might fail 3 on the trot, and then it might not fail any more at all for a long, long time. That is the way that it works. So let's grab. Yeah, that's. We did about 3 things, didn't we? Now, what else? I think that's too heavy to lift, but we'll have a go because they're not all as heavy as they look. We shall see. I always like to try these things out. At least once when you get this opportunity. Why is that actually down already? Why is it like that? Let me just check. I'm sure I'm right. Is it just X? Yeah. So it's ignoring us. G866, you've done something to the mod. It's not performing as it should. Right, so let's try. Yeah, it is. I'm sure I've had this before, though. So I can't really blame G866. I'm sure all he's done is like added a script to it. He won't have changed the actual mod. Yeah, I think we could sort of like rest it and like go forwards, but we might actually hit the... Yeah, I know we're going to like wallop that as well. We can actually sort of see our lights through it. Apologies for that. Yeah, it needs tipping down a bit, and we're dragging the thing with its brakes as well. Really low. It has got wheels, although it's not liking that, so I'm not sure. That's because we're using its wheels, not our own. It might have something to do with that. We were doing a wheelie. Right, so let's grab the one at the back first, then the Gessner. See, we've recovered quite a lot of our losses with that little thing. Yeah, we're back up there where we should be, but we're now going to spend 50 grand on the brand, which is going to send us straight back on the backside. In fact, 44.7. That's a very good price though for the brand. That's the really biggie. That's a good price as well. I'm not sure we can do all of that though. Do we go without the... No, let's do it as we... It's a 190 and... Oh, it's a 140. Yeah, how much for the 190? 18,000. We haven't got that at the minute. So do you know? Let's go a bit cheaper and we'll upgrade it in the future. Yeah. 34,098 for a single 3-point linked tractor, which can pull the giant Brant. Hopefully, which will get just down the country lane. And we've got to go for it, really. No, we haven't. We'll leave it. We will. I think we can manage with that. That's not a bad place to actually sort of be. These are both going to need repairing. I'm not sure about reversing out with the Brant. I think we'll repair this and repair the Brant at our own place, because I'm not sure about... let's just try and put that is in the way a bit where I've left it, even though it's sort of probably ideal for grabbing the truck backs if we ever get one. Yeah, I love this. I've got a lot of love for this tractor. It was my on FS22 was my very, very first tractor in the game. I bought it brand spanking new, and it really did do me proud. Yeah, it did way more lugging and miles and everything. It's a fairly, it's not a terribly slow tractor. It's really quite decent. I mean, it's not fast, admittedly, but it's fast enough. Yeah, I mean, I've been used to traveling around the map on a 90-mile-an-hour Fendt GT. Yeah, not a GTA. Fantastic. Now then, are we gonna? Yeah, well, let's travel down. Let's take the Brant. We could really. Oh, we've got the Fendt as well. Just don't know. Oh, that's a point actually. Yeah, of the two of them, actually, I think the Roller's probably the easier of the two. I think the Mack Trucker's Cedar Stroke Planter is possibly the bigger of the two. It's a shame this hasn't got its front 3-point link, because we could actually take the plough as well. Actually, the plough's got a pass-through, so we could still grab the plough. Oh, it's not very badly damaged either. Now, I'm not sure whether if it's a 2-point it might work. I'm not sure if it's got an attacher. It's only got like a 3-point attacher, so it could do a 3-point and a 2-point. I'm not sure it can do a trailer. Can't remember what attacher that is. I think it's a 2 point actually. We do, and we do. That was not bad for that kind of a cost machine. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is a 2 point. I thought so. So this should actually work because it has got the attachers. It's just incapable of like doing the cabling. We're dragging some. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure we're dragging some. I can't. I'm already snagged. I can't really stop dragging it. Wow. You forget the power on this beast. It could tear the machinery to pieces because you're turning incorrectly as I am. But there's a fence in the way, so there's not much I can do about it. Right, okay, so how are we going to do this? Because it is a little bit of it's a U-turn with a piece of equipment that is monstrously big. So I think we need a bit of assistance because we've got to really get this right. It sort of is emphasizing a little bit that not necessarily the bestest of design. Although it's very wide, but that little building is stealing my swing space. So again, if it's a mapper's first map, these are all genuine mistakes that any mapper could easily make. You know what I mean is I considered myself an expert user or a very good advanced user when I first came into the game in FS19 because I'd played for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so I consider myself an expert, but there was still an awful lot of like little things that I now sort of think of that I didn't think of at the time that I would now say, well, yeah, but you would never have thought of that back in the day, the early days. Now, this may be that the plough defeats us because it's adding an extra complexity to it. So, do you know, it was a good idea, but it was a bad idea. And if this can't make it, then nothing can, because this is one of the best distractors in the game for like turns. So, yeah, this can do it. It's just can the planter. This has got to be one of the most modded planters. So it does prove that Kinsey really did a beautiful design for everybody to want to mod it as the mod of choice, including myself. Yeah, it really is. It's just my daughter saying goodbye. She's popping out for the day with a long-time friend. Wow, it's going to be a bit tight, isn't it, that? I don't think this is getting out of this gate, even as big as it is. But we're going to give it our bestest shot. So you need, if this is going to work, for those who like, you would need, the plant pots are really in a bad place. You'd need to go as straight as you possibly can. Now, the only bad thing is it's going to send the rear end out as you like do this. Now, probably the best way would be to, I'm trying to think, that's going to clock that, isn't it? As you like pull round, it goes forward. So it's not always as tight as you think. You sort of sometimes got to like go for quite a way and then start to do that. So yeah, now this is one of the few tractors that can actually get away with this kind of maneuver. So if this doesn't make it, there are very few tractors in the game, and I don't think it's going to, if I'm honest. My driving instinct is like shrieking at me now, no, it's not. But I am as far to the right as you possibly could get. Now, again, the other thing, I'm not sure if in the notes this is saying small to medium equipment. So we do have assistance, because that's going to clock that now. We can quite clearly see that. But we do have a telehandler in the yard. Do things like this happen in real life? I'm quite sure they do. So with a bit of assistance from the telehandler, we can straighten this up. Ah, that's better. It's got it. Fantastic. It's going to be more of a push and a shove than it is a proper lift. There's no way that was going without that, though. No way. I could have literally gone rammed into the post just to prove it, but I think we could all see that it was going to end badly. Right, so, yeah, that's now straighten up. I mean, still, even the actual thing itself, as beautifully thin as it is, it's still a little bit too much now. Now for the star of the show. Now, this is going to be fun. We may have to employ another trick. So please, we are waiting upon you, telehandler, because we may need you again. That this is a broad beast. It is. And this is not really meant to do this. Luckily, it does roll. We need a bit of room, Fent. We need a bit of room. We've got lamp posts and... I think we're all right. If we can get out with the brand, I think we're all right. It's getting it. Now, I am going to say this. You'd have to choose your... I'm not sure I'm going to do this because this is like running out of space very quickly. This is going to need like... Ooh. Well, yeah. No, not bad though. Not bad. I mean, again, I know it is a beast. I've used it quite a lot. So I sort of know... that it's not as bad as you think, but there are certain bits like that obviously really... Have I got it? Yeah, I have. You're not going to lift that anytime soon. The only way that's going to go is a bit of a push and a shove, and even then it's inching. We just undid all the good we did. We just undid it all. I think that'll go. I think that'll actually go. I might actually be on the other side. No, I don't think I am. I think it was like jammed. I think we're all right now. I'm not sure if... Oh, no, actually we might be. Yeah. Might need to like pull in a little. We're hitting the... Right, so are we going to trust a worker with this? Right, we are... But it may not get very far. We'll try and stay smack bang in the middle of the road. Again, I don't think... bear in mind that when I first started on the map, I hadn't actually gone out into the map. It was only when I first drove down the road, I thought, oh, these are narrow. And then I saw the gates and all those feelings that I had on that Irish map was like, oh my life, single gates on a right angle turn on a very narrow road. I'm like, either this mapper is carefully showing an area that's horrific for farmers or yeah, I mean that one was all right. As I said, there's a few that are okay. I did say that about the Irish map. There were a couple of fields I do think with that one. Now there's certain areas like the Peak District where I often go through. We've lost it. I thought we might at some point. Dawn is like snagged on something, or she's... Oh. No, she's just like panicking. Gordon Bennett. Yeah, there are certain areas where you can only have grass fields and they will only have sheep in it forever because there's just no way any bits of kit are going in there. But obviously that's not been... Now, the Irish map, they were nearly all grass fields, which I actually changed into like fields that were cropped. So, yeah, he did sort of do that. Now, this has got crops in right-angled gate fields, so that at that point it becomes... I think the map that obviously can set grass fields. You could set them all to be grass fields if you wished. Yeah, but you can see there's quite a few of these which have got nice... And you see, that's got a stunted one. That's right. You'd have to reverse into that one or come from the other way to get in it. Then this field here, the gateway, is like a stunted one like Calmsden's got, which is true to real life. That's how a lot of you would get into some of these fields at a right angle. You'd have to waste a bit of the field. What's the point in having a field if you can't get into it? It's better to waste a bit of room and make your hedge somewhere else. No, it's not this one. Or you probably could get there, though. Yeah, like that sort of gate where it goes in. That's frequently used in real life. Yeah, not like those gate. I mean, that's a double gate. I don't know that they work, but yeah, that's. But look at that single gate there. Whoa. Although it's in a good position, but it is. But you still got to use little equipment. There's no way that's. Nah, I'm going to snarl Dawn up now. That Brant's going to struggle somewhat. I'm going to have to knock that a little as well. Right, so here it rests until the day we probably buy the farmyard because, yeah, Chewy has taken over and he likewise is... what are you moaning at? You're a bit too close to the tractor on the other side of the hedge, perhaps. Perhaps. That's all I can think of. Right, so we'll repair this on the way past. I love that. I do jump at the chance to get this because it really does make short work of almost all fields. It is beautiful. It is. The only weird thing that I just cannot figure out is why it doesn't have a chain to tie the two rollers together at the far end, which I think one of the other roller manufacturers does that. That would be sensible. It wanders all over the place when you leave it on a hill or slight incline. They just roll all over the place, and I'm like, that could have been fixed with a bit of rope or chain. But yeah, it probably is a manufacturer fault. Oh yeah, I knew that. I just knew that. I need to pull further left quickly to right it. It narrows, actually, at the worst possible place. Right at the very corner of the bend. And that's going to snag me in two places. We now need the power of the fence to pull that by. Yeah, it's because you can see I'm almost hitting that front section, which also means it's going to snag on the hedge. I'm not sure if the hedge has got collisions, though. We might be able to sort of drag it through a little. Yeah, hedges are a bit more forgiving than posts. Not too shabby. So that's all for the future of the farm. A massive roller, quite a large header, a harvester, and a beautiful planter. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm glad that grass is already planted. We'd have to like use some sort of trick, I think, to actually doing that. So let's just grab you as well. Let's just see if this has got AI splines. I suspect not in advance. And I'm not having a go at the map. I'm just sort of seeing quite a few, not exactly errors, not errors, but things which to me sort of say the mappers knew at mapping. Although no, I mean no, Farm Sim Briscoe, he really does know his stuff. Now then, we need to zoom right in as well. I don't think this is going to work. No, I expected that. So your splines are bad, as in like, you know, don't come on the map. It's you, and you for like traveling down to the. And it is the other thing is the store's on the edge of the map, so the map is sort of like giving you a lot. I mean, a lot of people when they think about it frequently put the shop in the middle of the, but not everybody. It's yeah, but what I'm saying is I think it's a good practice, personally. Oh, then we'll grab that Xylon the weight, and we'll also repair this because it's not it's damaged too. Yeah, the one thing I didn't sort of make very clear, I know I did say about the little things like the seed boxes. I was actually quite specific on this one. Yeah, because I sometimes forget. So we could grab the plow on the front and the seed box too. Yeah, I have no idea why this goes silver. That black is the color of both of them. Yeah, it's black plastic. At least it does actually look like it's plastic and it's not metal, though. It's just lost me colour. Right, so we want front box. We can buy that. Yeah, do we need it? I think we can afford it. It's not going to break the bank. Side and front box. Do we want to wait? No, because it's usually heavier at the back. Yeah, exactly. That's why you would need a weight at the front. It is almost a weight itself, actually, but yeah, it is true that was a silly comment, really. Right, no, we need to grab the weight first, and then this. Fantastic. I think our session is probably actually we've done what we needed to do, haven't we? Really. I think trying to think April. I think we're second growth stage. Oh, I'm not sure that's going to get it. It might look awful. Yeah, I'm going to say I apologise for the bit of a bleed into it. You got to in a way, but the 3 points is clear. I couldn't think of a better way to do the modelling really. So repair. We've already repaired that. Repair. And that's already been, it's brand spanking new. So I want to know why that's got a dent in it if it's... Right, so we should take this down the field. And I think... yeah, we'll leave it at this, I think. It's been a fairly long session. I'm just looking at the time. It is definitely getting on. I think we've definitely been about an hour, 45 minutes an hour. I don't want my sessions to be creeping too much. They're terrible. I haven't achieved a lot, but we have shifted a lot of equipment, which is important too. So we got the plough again for the future when we actually can afford another field. Yeah, again, like always, it's usually equipment into the beginning. We've got sort of quite advanced equipment. Still looking for the Anderson, the Bale sort of thing, and we possibly could do with a better mower in the long run, but I'm quite happy with the basic model as it is. Yeah, see, this gate was good in so much as it's got an angle and the right angle for coming from the shop as well. So fantastic. So yeah, I would say, yeah, 3 out of 4. So tomorrow morning, July morning, do we just go through to, we could do, couldn't we really? Now we did everything in the sales. Let's speed up till 3 o'clock. We will go through till tomorrow. It's all okay. What did we find? Oh, we found our personal. Yeah, we did, and we'd have lost the water thing. So, yeah, we've got one now. It's not as cheap as that, but we'll sell it later when we're going to lose the Ventor, I think. Unfortunately, let's go through till 3. I hate it when I get like carried away and. Oh, fantastic! Twice in one day, amazing. You could say that, but then again, it's also bad. The little Massey had, and the Trans 70. We could definitely buy in that, no matter, even if it's going to skint us. So the Ventor's definitely not going to happen. That's not going to break the bank. Let's do these 2 extended reach jobbies first. Because those, we're going to make a bit of profit, and then we're going to definitely have the 70. It's a bit of a long trailer, though. I am going to say that, but it is an absolute all-time favorite. We can actually afford all of them. So we finally got the little 4-meter header. Oh, it's worth it. Yeah, I like it. It's the chrome is gorgeous. Right, so then let's go and sell what we've got to sell. And I think we'll go through till the morning. And do we leave the sales till tomorrow? Yeah, because I always say this about events. It might be a slightly longer session, but we're going to leave it till the actual work. We're going to have got all these little regular jobs done, because I am going to class this as a work in a way of sorts, because now then the other thing is, will the augers go through? That is a good point. Yeah, there's quite a few pieces of equipment. Saxling and likewise, I was sweating with quite a few pieces of equipment. I was like thinking, is this going to get through the doors? Those tension belts don't half get you into trouble. Yeah, you've got there's no way to escape from them. it takes precedent over anything else. I definitely think we've got enough trailers for the future, though. That's yeah, definitely. We've sort of done well on the trailers. Oh, I think we're going to be in the road again. Need to spin it around a little. Fantastic. Right, so then that's what we've really got. Yeah, we could let the Massey do its own header. It can actually get through that thing. So let's just leave them till the morning. Yeah, that's lost, unfortunately. Let's go through till July morning, where tomorrow we are going to cut that massive field again. I'm not sure whether we do the 11 metre on the outside and the... So we have done the 2 courses and then the littler one. So let's have a look. Ooh, now that one is the BB Mods one. There's a few things outside of our price range here. Wow, 2 sets of balers. We've got the one I want, though, really, and that is a very good price, though, as we can see. Now, is this the one? I think this has got a hitch as well. No, I don't think it has. Oh, it has. Yeah, I'm not that pleased with the system, if you know what I mean. I just at the minute don't see. There's very little other than the trailers themselves, which I can buy. You know, why would I want an expensive lorry only to do that? Now, of course, this gives you options because it's got a hitch as well. But the minutes, again, and this is not really a lorry map, really. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Otherwise, we're going to lose all of our profit on that one thing. And now, finally... Yeah, if you go, you've got to be really careful with your options. It's those that will cripple you because you only make like 3 or 4 grand on each of these things. So if you leave all those options on, you'll find you're not actually winning, you're losing. So I'm sort of trying to be careful. We could really let that little tractor, because it can do it. It's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing. You might think it's just a little tiny toy tractor, but it's far more than that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that you'd... but it's not struggling with that at all. This is built for hills, so they really are actually quite meaty little things. Yeah, I've had it... yeah, I have had them on a few Let's Plays, and I've got the utmost respect for them. Right, fantastic. Yeah, well, I think the first time I saw it, I probably also thought, oh, a little poxy tractor, but it's not. Fantastic. So nearly up to 200 grand. Now then, what have we got to... We've got that we could go for. We're not going to ever get that. Definitely not. So that one... Oh. A 3 point. Oh, I'm wondering, why is the 3 point over? You're not on the 3 point, mate. You're not on the 3 point. It's got to be the front. Gotta be. Why would you put the 3 point on the front? Oh, to mow. Very clever. Yes. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Little mower stroke baler. It would actually, yeah. That's a cracking idea. Take an age, but yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I like that. That's BB Mods again for the win. Definitely brilliant. Also, one that I could think of. Again, it's one of those set it and forget it sort of things, isn't it? Really, that you could literally set it. It's going to take an age to do, but I'd hate to be the worker. Hate to be the worker doing the job. Oh, but yeah, you could sort of literally with the 3 meter cutter actually mow, and because most of them have got. Ooh, yeah, but you couldn't windrow. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the perfect mowing solution has yet to be devised. Yeah, there's always been like advantages and disadvantages. So that one we can do. It's going to be a bit of a beast to move, but we are willing to give it. Now, isn't this typical? We had a fence up here a few minutes ago. That would have made short work of this. But now we've got a 170 horsepower telehandler that's not really meant for this kind of job. It does a good job, though, I've got to be honest. That was very generous. Yeah, it does. It hates turning. Yeah, it really is a bit of a beast. Now we've got to try and level up where we don't knock the right-hand side of the... That should be all right. I even turned to avoid the mark, the thing at the back. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, up to 219,000. Excellent. So we sort of recovered from all of our buying bits and bobs. Why am I still scrunching? Oh, I am as well. I'm on that yellow bit. Good job, it's a telehandler. All right, so then that's where we're going to leave it. We are on July morning. We are about to cut our grass. We've got loads of trailers. We've got 2 harvesters. Yeah, one admittedly a little bit of a reminder of yesteryear. Luckily for us, we've got plenty of time for... we've not quite got to the stage where we're actually doing fields, but we will do soon. Our equipment is sort of getting to the point where there's only really, from the grass perspective, we've even got equipment now for like planting, rolling, which I very rarely do. Now then, that's true. We did say, let's repair this while we think about it. Yeah, because otherwise I'll get on the field and I think, oh, why did you not repair this? Why did you not repair this when you got a chance? So let's, for future me, who's going to be the one who... Well, we shall see. I'll take my fair turn though. It's only fair. 3 meters is a bit of a pain, but 4's not too terrible. Oh, what? Still a repairer? Just sitting around on the edge of... Yeah, it used to be that on the game that if time wouldn't damage this, but I suppose in a way it sort of is fairly realistic. Right, so I'm going to run this down. I am, and I can't cheat. Ooh, I like the tank on the top like that. But it's a very basic model, isn't it? This is what things used to be like. Yeah, as in like, just like that. Right, so I'm going to say my words, my goodbyes, that is. Yeah. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.